So I want to tell you a story. I was terrified. It was about 6 years ago when the chemical that could make my heart stop went through my lab coat, got through my pants, and burned my legs. And this fear that I felt as a PhD chemist who had a chemical spill accident where personal protective equipment or PPE, and in this case, my lab coat failed to protect me, is not uncommon during the current time. As you could probably grasp, in the current ongoing COVID-19, over 6 million of frontline workers and healthcare professionals are actually putting their life at risk every day because there's not enough PPE. PPE does not effectively protect them, and PPE does not, fit women with smaller frame. My name is Bo Wangtakudi. I am the founder and CEO of AmorSui, and in Latin, this means self-protection. We are in the business of making safety available to all without sacrificing the environment. And the biggest problem that we're trying to solve here is that disposable PPE currently contributes significantly to environmental pollutions. Even before COVID-19, hospitals are generating over 6 tons per year medical waste. And during COVID-19, when PPE has significantly been used, the type of medical waste that's being disposed is actually increasing by 6 times, and that contributes globally is 240 tons daily. And you're just thinking about 20 millions of really big trucks of medical waste that going into the field every day. So in general, there's really a great need for an increased use of reusable PPE, innovations around eco-friendly PPE material, and also the process of manufacturing of PPE that would really help reduce the waste and emit less of toxic waste and things that are harmful to the environment. The problem with using reusable PPE, and that's why a lot of hospitals are not really implementing this, even though FDA actually recommend per conservation strategy when we have a shortage of disposable PPE, is because the whole process is really complex and labor intensive. Procurement take multi-step ordering process. People who use PPE might mistakenly throw the reusable PPE away before it's expired. The cleaning, tracking, the number of washes is really difficult to track manually. And to maintain reusable PPE for the lifetime of garments, sometimes is labor intensive, error prone, and it's really get lost in the way of when you should be reordering how much and things and so forth. So what AmorSui is doing is actually creating a PPE that is functional, safe, eco-friendly, using sustainable processes. So we have a medical gown that could be washed up to 150 times. And in addition to that, we really use software and hardware solutions to make implementations of our reusable is easier. So through the procurement, we streamline ordering process through our marketplace. We also have a training modules and staff to sort used PPE properly. From a cleaning process, we have a wash tracking and repair services so you can screen and track through our mobile app. And then that allows for track and maintenance and provide usage data analytics, and then also reorder notifications. And all of our users could be reordered using two-step process really easily. In the case with one of our pilot program that's actually launching in Q4 of this year with Overlook Medical Center, with the hospital of 832 FTE, will be saving $1.3 million annually. So our business model, in addition to sales of our PPE that we manufacture and designed, that also include annual subscriptions of the software, any software upgrade in terms of analytics and training and compliance, and also maintenance service of the gown. In addition to that, the future of sustainable PPE, it's around using the data that we collect from our pilot site to predict cost saving by switching to reusable PPE. So we will be able to tell exactly how many number of gowns hospital have to, purchase from us to be able to save X million of dollars that we try to target using artificial intelligence. Here's our team of diverse individuals. Myself have a technical background, management, consulting, and business. We also have a CTO with a diverse background in tech development. And Mark is really well versed in terms of medical, and also Victoria is really great with designing and production. In terms of a market, we are tapping into a massive and growing market that is across multiple categories and with total available market of 171 billion and growing at 13.7% per year. So here is our priority market, 3 of which we will focus on major healthcare system with addressable market of 13.5 FTE. And then we'll focus on, private doctor office and smaller office, and then also university, pharmaceutical, and oil and gas company. So since, we have started our company, we have gained tractions continuously over time. This year alone, we have partnerships with university and hospital with future growth in the pipeline to target large healthcare system and launch multiple pilot programs to scale there. Here's our attractions. This year alone, we are growing really quick, 39 times from where we were last year. Part of it is a surge of PPE, but I think we also have a really solutions that's unique out there that others doesn't have. So we're really excited for our future growth. We're currently seeking pre-seed round 250, and that will contribute toward analytics, customer service, user experience interface, and then sales and marketing to really help us deliver best-in-class PPE management platform. Here's our contact information. We'll start our seed round, pre-seed round in Q4. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out. We're including you in our communications. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions for Bo? Feel free to use the chat box. There's a question from Vikash that is, please share more information about your IP.
So we have a proprietary fabric on the fabric that could be washed for the gowns up to 150 times that passed the FDA for level 3 and 4 gowns, which is the highest protection. In addition to that, our applications is first in class in the field that developed for R&D and medical purposes. And any data that we collect from our pilot site would also be ours.
Are there any other questions? Are there regulatory barriers to market entry in the US, EU, APAC for your primary products?
From the physical product perspective, level 3 and 4 gowns are considered medical device, so we actually have to get FDA approval. Currently, we could market our products up to level 3 surgical gown because we are under EUA for COVID-19, but we are currently FDA pending with target to get an FDA approval for level 3 and 4 products by the end of the year. From the mobile perspective, we don't have to follow any HIPAA compliance because it's in a PPE management and not really dealing with data of patients or medical. So that is pretty flexible to us, but we have to go to FDA for PPE.
Bo, could you maybe expand on what you were saying about with COVID?
COVID-19.
Yeah, just expand on you're able to sell it now.
Yeah, so we are able to sell it now. Medical gown up to level 3 could be sold during the EUA, so you don't actually have to have market authorization for medical devices, 501(k). You can sell any product up to level 3, but we currently FDA pending to position after the EUA has lifted.
Okay. Do you have there's another question. Do you have a product patent? And I understand you have a patent on textile material, but do you have a product patent as well?
We not pursuing a design patent. A part of it too is because it's so easy to be copied. So textile patent, it's good for us to get that protection because, you know, unless they license our fabric, nobody really could produce our product. But the design patent, we don't have it on the product just because, you know, it's not worth the time for us because, you know, it's easier to be copied. They can change small little things and it wouldn't be within our patent.
Okay. PPP is currently very hot. Will resolution of the pandemic slow your growth?
I don't think so. Some of our partners has actually been looking for green solutions for quite some time. Reusable PPE generally have proven in multiple case study to save money over time. However, as I expanded, there's no current organized way to really use technologies to help implement reusable PPE. But now it's like hospital is willing to try something new because disposable product is so expensive. So I think reusable is hot market. It's a new way of doing PPE, and we just happen to been working for this for the past 2 years.